goal today. Was that what lost it for you?
That's pretty astute, I would think, without being facetious. There's a lot to like with what we did today. I mean, we can talk about profile and that, so I think we're the youngest team for the round. One of. I know the oldest. So, but in saying that, it's about the winning and that, but within that, the dual narrative of growth. So, to come and compete in the manner we did, we sort of dominated entries and opportunities, but that connection piece, I thought just their smarts and a little bit of quality at times really hurt us. A couple of 50s that obviously we gave away. So, but just that connection piece, that running in and missing opportunities to hit a target or finish the goal, we just couldn't put any of that scoreboard pressure on. But we feel where we've improved is the possession gain entries with 37 to 26 or something. So and that's been the last few weeks. And our stoppage work was really good in entries. So we had plenty of opportunities. And they're quite good at what they do, but I think of their 11 or 12 intercepts off our entries, we had open options and missed the target and kicked it to them. So, well, that's frustrating, and that gives us something to work on, But I thought we were unyielding in the way we went about it today. We didn't yield. If anything, we were right on top. And, with a young group and some of their smarts, sometimes they might have seeped out a little bit, but, we got Sean Darcy and Brennan Cox carrying the ruck. Less than 12 games between them, versus Vardy and Petrie. So it's pretty good, isn't it? And, I thought our senior midfielders and that stood up again. But there's some, Connor Blakely at half-back. I think Lockerwelly had opportunities we'd like him to take. I thought Luke Ryan went forward. Darcy Tucker's playing. So there's a real brightness in the way we're looking at this result today. We're all incredibly frustrated. We feel gutted, and all credit to West Coast. They're professional and got it done. But we walk away thinking, gee whiz, we had an opportunity to win that game. And lots of opportunities. So it's clear what we need to work on, which is that connection piece and seeing targets. When you've got 2 free out, don't kick it to the contest. When you need to go to contest, go to it. Or just when you roll on, see Michael Johnson and hit him. And without banging on with all the examples. I think you guys saw it and we saw it and the players know it and West Coast would know it. So, but winners are grinners. And you don't need any alibis when you win. But we're not offering any as losers. We know what went wrong, but there's a lot to like.
As a coach, what's going through your mind when you see so many shots missed and guys who normally kick them as well?
Yeah, I don't know about the normally piece, but someone's just guarding the mark properly and getting off the mark. Sometimes as simple as that. So, well, look, we're frustrated. You're playing quality and you need to make them pay. So, there's been grand finals won and lost on accuracy, let alone a home and away game. So, but where we're at, and what we're trying to do, I couldn't be more pleased, except for our execution.
Looking at a lot of the key stats inside 50's clearances, it seemed like there was dominance there. Do you feel like it was a step forward today, even though you didn't get the win?
Yeah, I don't want to check it, but you haven't even been listening to me the last 10 minutes. Isn't that what I just rattled on and banged on about? I said we went forward. We won the possession gain entry battle, the clearance entry battle, but they marked it too many times off our entries when we had free play. So, yeah, we did win a lot of the KPIs, but look, they built it up pretty well at times. They were composed, they hit Kennedy, they blocked for Kennedy, those sort of things. But, yeah, we're going forward thinking we're on the right path here.
We saw Stephen Hill pop his shoulder out late. How's he?
I haven't had a medical on. I did see that he come off. Was sort of in a stop play, so I didn't really see to the side what happened, but he came off with a dislocated shoulder, I think.
So you'd be hopeful he's okay sometimes if they go back in?
Yeah, well, he come back on, but it's something to assess. It's sort of, I don't enjoy doing the medical side of it now, but if we must, we will.
Ross, how do you get more from your forward line? Is it just going to take time, or what?
Well, I wouldn't pop the forwards. They were out and they were clear. At some point, the small forwards have got to hit the other forwards and the mids have got to hit them. You know what I mean? It's not like they weren't in the right spots.
Are you concerned about Shane Kirsten at all in terms of impacting the contest?
I couldn't be more pleased that he's growing. He's growing. he's launching. Don't think he got out marked, brought it to ground, and he was free. Yeah, I mean, he's playing with an incredibly youthful forward line. So we'll continue to build there. Yeah, I thought Griffin Logue after quarter time showed some signs, didn't he? Like, I mean, Darling, Petrie and Kennedy and Lacroix, they're pretty experienced, which is good. That's fine. But I think if you think Griffin Logue, Luke Ryan and Connor Blakely, what have they played 30 games between them? So there's some pretty good stuff down there. And Hamling's young, but Johnson's experienced and Sperry come back. So, yeah, I wouldn't have thought Shane's an issue.
Can McCarthy an automatic in next week?
Is that a question or a statement?
Is he an automatic in?
I don't have automatic ins unless you've played for a long period of time. So that game today was really good. We'll look at the balance of it. And I was actually thinking before, is this suspension up or not? It is up, is it? Yeah, so it's been 3 weeks. It goes quickly, doesn't it? So that's something we'll look at.
I think Michael Walters had a tag today, came through and kicked a couple of late goals. But
Yeah, if you kick 2-1, you're 44 for the year. Pretty good. He did a lot of selfless stuff. It was all part of that entry piece. And, yeah, I thought he was pretty good. Obviously not as freewheeling as he's been, but that's okay. I thought the others stepped up. I thought Lockie Never 5, Brad Hill was 25 kicks. You know, it was a pretty good battle.
Ross, what you talked about the progress of the kids again today. What are you looking to get out of the remainder of the season? The next 6
Just the same thing, like bang games into them and continue to grow. Like, I don't know, it was 4 players under 10. You've seen this amount of youth and teams go down by 80 and 100 points. So I'm really enjoying it. The coaching panel, our senior players are enjoying it. Let's just continue on with this strategy. But integrity selection was a tough day out at Leaderville yesterday, but there was some players there pushing. We just won't ignore that. It's just not all about birth certificate. So there's still some people to give opportunities to and force for spots. So we're trying to strike that balance.
Matt Taven has had 2 really big weeks in the waffle. Do you have a look at him again?
Well, that's where it's all debatable. So I was there yesterday, and what we think are big weeks and what I think are big weeks are often different. So, but again, I'll discuss that with our development team. And if you just go on raw numbers, goals kicked, well, you'd say they're big weeks. But there's a lot of other things to playing. And Matt is growing. He's a fierce preparer. So, yeah, we'll have a look at it though.
What did you make of Benell's return?
Well, look, it was emotional, wasn't it? I sort of left him alone, and it's been a big 18 months for him, and it was a step in the right direction. There's plenty of work to go yet, but you know, look, I was really nervous watching it because I thought, you know, if that calf was to go again, we'd have to pick up the pieces. So yeah, well, it was a positive step, and he had a lot of support there from the club, a lot of family, and I think his quality just shone through, didn't it? It was frightening what we saw in patches. So, yeah, he's got a fair bit of work to do, but it's been a tough road, and he's working his way through with great character and great resilience. And I can tell you, I would have crumbled. I would have been out the system by now. I would have flicked the bails. So he's got great mental toughness. He's a better man than me.
And how did he pull up today?
I haven't spoken to him. He got through clear, but we'll be really cautious. This is a really slow build here. There's no... Harley be desperate to play AFL senior footy, but there's no rush from me here. So in context, what he plays 60 minutes, 7 on, 7 off. I mean, it's pretty gentle, but he was explosive and clean, and a little bit of razzle-dazzle there at some point. So, yeah, it's a good step without going over the top about it.
Have we a chance of seeing him in the next 6 weeks at the AFL?
I'm not equipped to deal with that now. It's a small step. We'll take another one next week, and then we'll build it up. We've kept you fully informed all along, and once we get to that point, we'll let you know. But we're hopeful. Thank you.